Hello everyone, today's rundown we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Is it going to go to pump? When is it likely to pump? What does that mean for Ethereum and altcoins? We're going to talk about, of course, Ethereum, which is having massive gains. It doesn't seem to be letting up. It's just going straight up, not really having much corrections or dip. How long can this go on before we see Ethereum start to correct itself? We were pushing for $3,000, $3,500 and $4,000, and it's just going up and up and up. Also, what's on everyone's minds over the weekend is the Fomo Coins. Dogecoin, Saturday Night Live with Elon Musk. What happened to Dogecoin over the weekend? Also, the other main coins that are coming out. What does this mean for crypto? Is it good? Is it bad? Are we going to see a lot of noobs in tears, or are we going to see a lot of more super rich crypto people? And also, time to plan. We're getting close to mid bull run now. We've not seen a blow off top alt season in my opinion, but we're getting to the point where we're starting to need to plan. We need to start thinking of profit strategy, exit strategy. Also, if you're plowing your money into meme coins, is this good? Is it bad? Is there a plan to get out of it? And much, much more. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned for this video. I'm Christian. This is Crypto Ripto. Let's get straight in. Well, as we said, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not much to show on Bitcoin. It's really just been going sideways. We're going to jump into the charts in a second and we're going to see what's been going on with it. But Bitcoin's really just been, for the last couple of weeks now, not been doing anything, which in my opinion is good. We've been able to put money in Ethereum. We've been able to put money into altcoins that have been seeing 10-20% gains. If you've been in some risky coins, maybe 100% gains, which for me, and my opinion, is a great time to start taking your money out of these altcoins now, buying Bitcoin at a discounted price. This is what I'm going to do, and a little bit more. Of course, we're going to look at the charts of Ethereum and what's Ethereum been doing, but we all know Ethereum's just been literally burning out its jets, fueled up to go to the moon, and it's just been going straight up without real concerns for correction and dip. As everyone says, when is the dip going to be? So that said, let's jump into the charts straight away for Bitcoin. Now, as you can see here, Bitcoin's really just been going sideways, and you know, there's not really been, it's been a little bit like down and up, but it's really been staying in this channel between the last Bitcoin dip. This line was from way back ago, but it's always getting rejected around the 59,500, 59,700 mark, and we never really break that psychological barrier of 60,000, and then it starts going down and it has an up, but it doesn't really break the trend line into a downtrend. It's absolutely just going sideways. Now, people want to know, what does that mean for Bitcoin? Now, in my opinion, looking at the charts, we're on the 4-hour time frame here. We're seeing it just going up and up and sideways. Bitcoin has always been the dominant coin. History has shown that Bitcoin is the dominant coin, and everything sort of follows after Bitcoin. Now, we've seen a lot of shift at the moment from people not really investing in Bitcoin and investing in Ethereum. Now, my view on that is two things. The smart money has been investing in Ethereum because they know it's been pumping. So if you're an investor, which is my background, you want to invest in a coin that's pumping, not in the coin that's staying sort of sideways. Now, I'll get to that bit in a second about the Bitcoin, but if you're investing, you're dollar cost averaging in, you're layering in, your charts are saying Ethereum's still pumping, it's still going to all-time highs every sort of couple of days, there's no real major corrections, you're going to keep your money where the pump is. Now, that's to say that this pump, nothing can go up forever. So there is going to be a time where this pump sort of slows down, Ethereum sort of backtraces, we have a little correction. And this is where you'll start to see the smart money pull straight out of Ethereum and buy up Bitcoin, in my opinion, which is super cheap. Bitcoin at this kind of prices and dropping down to around between the channels of 53 and all the way up to like 58, it's absolute bargain prices. Now, a lot of people are still thinking Bitcoin's going to get to 100,000, so it's literally half price at the moment if you're believing that Bitcoin's going to get to 100,000. Ethereum, people think Ethereum's going to get to 10,000, so you could still see that Ethereum's still cheap, but we still need a correction because Bitcoin's had a correction. It had a big drop, people loaded up and it went sideways, so they put the money into the other stuff that's been pumping. Now we'll look at the chart for Ethereum and you can see that the vast contrast of Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. I mean, look at this. This is right back from the 26th of April. It's just literally had its little wick down correction here and it's just gone all the way to the moon, and it doesn't seem like stopping up. You've got little tiny little what I would call respites, because obviously to me it just looks like that's a little pit stop for a refuel, up we go, pit stop for a refuel and we're off. But there's very few sort of negative candles in there. But so that said, there's not a great deal that I can tell you about Ethereum and Bitcoin that you won't already know, because for instance, we know Bitcoin's going sideways. I think in the next week or so we'll start to see a bit more movement on Bitcoin. Ethereum, who knows, sort of like, it's what a time to be in crypto with Ethereum. People that brought Ethereum back in, I was a late comer to Ethereum. I started getting my Ethereum around the $800, the $900 mark. But people that have brought Ethereum way back are absolutely enjoying life at the moment. And fair play to them, you know. People have waited out. We waited a long time for Ethereum to pump. We was floating between the 1800, it was dropping down. We was all saying, a lot of the YouTubers were saying, massive shout out to a guy called BitBoy Crypto that was saying, are we going to break 2000? Just bear with it, hold it. He was a massive Ethereum advocate. There's another guy called Da Vinci. He was saying that Ethereum's going to break. Now these two are the ones that I sort of like followed the Ethereum plan on, and the waiting absolutely paid off. Now Ethereum's shooting right up to $4,178. I mean, for an investment, that's absolutely amazing. For the trading that long on Bybit, which I also do, it's absolutely amazing. We're clawing all that Ethereum back. But there is going to be a time now, I think, in the next, it could be in the next few days, it could be the next few weeks, but it is on the horizon. So we do need to be careful that we're going to start seeing a little bit of a mid, I wouldn't say a massive drop. I wouldn't say we're ever going to see a massive like down drop in Ethereum, but we're going to see a little slowdown, because obviously as soon as Bitcoin takes off, it's going to start bridging the gap a little bit. So overall, Bitcoin obviously just going sideways. Now I know you probably see a lot of YouTubers saying Bitcoin, it's about to blow, Bitcoin's for the Bitcoin price and all this waffle, but it's not really fueled its jets up yet. I reckon it's going to be in the next week or two that we'll start seeing Bitcoin pump up, but I think we'll see the slow on Ethereum first before we see the Bitcoin, because obviously a lot of the money shifted from Bitcoin to Ethereum at the moment, so we need to start seeing a bit of movements and shifting back. So that being said, we need to go on to the FOMO coins. Now I'll explain what I mean by the FOMO coins, but let's jump straight into today's second rundown, FOMO coins. So the FOMO coins, the fear of missing out coins, the coins where everyone jumps in on the hype. They see a tweet, they see a bit of news and they think they've missed out, so they're jumping in and throwing their money into something that might be pumped, it might be high, it might be an absolute garbage coin. They don't really know too much about it, but they've heard everyone say, I've made thousands, millions or whatever on these coins. One coin in particular that obviously everyone knows about because it's the most hyped coin at the moment is Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin had a massive rally. It shot through the roof. We know about this. We know Elon Musk saying the Dogefather this Saturday Night Live. Is it going to pump? Is it going to dump? Now, over the weekend, it had a dump. It was shooting all the way up. We're going to jump into the chart just so I can explain to you, because it's better showing you these things, what has happened, than it is just trying to tell you. So we'll jump into the chart. This is Dogecoin. Now, as you can see, it's had a little correction. So this was sort of like over the weekend after the Saturday Night Live kind of I don't know what you'd call it. There wasn't any promotion of Dogecoin. It was talked about a lot, but I've seen the clips and the articles, and it was more or less said it's just a FOMO coin and a bit of a joke. And they made a bit of joke on it at Saturday Night Live, and it dumped a little bit. But there's a lot of people that have said, okay, Doge is dumped, and we've missed out and stuff like that. But if you have a look at the chart, and Doge is coming to a tricky time at the moment. Now, this is important for me to put this out, and this is just my opinion. It's not financial advice, but I really do follow the charts, because the charts, the technical analysis charts, are really people's emotion. Now, this shows you people's emotion after the Saturday Night Live, right? It dumped. Now, people that have been buying in here because they thought, oh, okay, Saturday Night Live's going to come up, it's going to send it through the roof, are absolutely chasing their losses now. And I feel sorry for them a little bit. They knew what they were getting into. And it did drop down to around about the 40 odd, I think 41 or something like that. And then it shot back up to like the 55s, and then gradually coming back down now. But this is the reason I say this is an important time, because these are the 4-hour candles, and since then it's been on a little bit of a downtrend. Now, when the moving averages start to cross, and this crosses over, this is the 5 over the 144. Now, if this crosses over this blue one here, which it looks like it's coming to do, we're going to see another massive drop in Dogecoin. Now, no one can tell if it's going to be a drop like this, or it's going to be a drop like this, or it's going to be a drop like this. My personal view, it's going to be a drop like this, because obviously people can see it's in a bit of a downtrend now. It's making just tiny pumps compared to the big pumps, and it looks like the legs are coming out. Now, the thing is with Doge though, is you've got other aspects of it. You've got the Amazon adaptation. They might bring some news out to say, okay, we're starting the trials of the payment on Amazon goods with Doge. Then we could see a little pump. But in my opinion, I think Doge is really going to start struggling at the moment, and might have had its day a little bit. So you really need to invest in this one with your own risk. Now, we've got the Doge army, we've got the Doge fans. They might watch this and totally disagree with me, but I'm just going on the technical analysis of the charts. I've got no loyalties or disloyalties to Dogecoin. I don't invest in it. I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's just, to me, if I got in earlier, I would have invested in it, because I'm an investor. I know a lot of the YouTubers will disagree with this. I know there's some hardcore tech YouTubers out there that like the fundamentals of the coins, that say you invest in a project and you invest in this. As an investor, that's not what I invest in. I invest in charts. I invest in any asset that's going up, and whether it be a trash coin, whether it be a thing. I'm not looking on, if I invested, I would never be looking at Doge as a long-term hold. I'd be looking at it as a smart investment at a short period of time. And as an investor, we follow trends. We invest in trends. We try and sort of outsmart the trends and get in and out before the bubbles burst. Now, that doesn't mean anything to me, but I have to give this sort of information what I would do at the moment with Dogecoin, and I definitely won't get into it, because like I say, we're coming to a critical time here where if this crosses over here, we're going to see a little dump. In my opinion, if we're having a look at where the strength of the market is here, it's always in the bears, because we've got a lot of bearish here. The bulls had a tiny little go, but as soon as we got to a decision point, the bears stepped back in. And if these averages cross, I think the last time they crossed was a while ago, and it was way back down here. So we can't really, we've never seen really a massive sort of drop in Dogecoin that we could see. We've seen a lot of sell volume here on this, people taking profits, but we've not seen a massive sort of dip other than this here in Dogecoin, which was the actual, but it never went into a downtrend here, which was amazing. How Doge was so strong not to go into a downtrend here was phenomenal. But as we can see here, it's starting to lose its ground. So cut a long boring story short, you've seen the technical analysis, you've seen the information around Doge, the Saturday Night Live information's out now, the technical analysis is there, which was shown. We're just waiting on a little bit of Amazon news, so the conditions could be prime for Dogecoin to have a major dip in my opinion. So just be really careful around Doge. So that being said, we've talked about the Fomo coins. Now there is another coin I'm going to literally speak about tomorrow or I might try and bring it out the day after, which is another coin which has had a lot of hype, but it's got a good project behind it, and it's in my opinion it's got potential for massive gains. But Dogecoin, the Fomo coin, is definitely one to, if you're got a lot of money in it at this high, look at taking profits. Please don't get wrecked, trade smart. These Fomo coins are designed to pump and dump, so please just be cautious on it. That being said, let's go on to the final part of today's rundown, which is time to plan. Now, we'll get into time to plan and what that is. It's especially a little bit for the noobs, that they need to plan what kind of the three things are, because we're getting to the midpoint now where you've got to start planning. So let's go into time to plan. Let's explain it a little bit and let's see what everyone should be doing. So the final part of today's rundown, time to plan. Now, what does this mean? Now, this is aimed for the new people that are in crypto, that have never been through sort of like a downtrend or a bear market or anything like that. You have to have an exit strategy. We're getting to in my opinion, the midpoint of the bull market now, where coins are hitting all-time highs. I don't think we've had a blow-off alt season yet, but I'm taking profits now. I know a lot of other people are starting taking small profits now. They're taking small, maybe 5%, 10% off the table, because no one knows when this sort of bear market's going to hit. And as we've seen with some previous crashes, this kind of thing could happen overnight. Now, no one that follows this channel, no one that follows some of the smart guys on YouTube and stuff like that wants to get wrecked. We do like to be risky, but we don't want to be greedy. And we're not gamblers, we're investors. You've got to remember that if you want to be an investor in crypto and you want to last the length and you want to last the bear market with the profits on the bull market, you have to be a smart investor. You cannot be a gambler, which means you have to plan. Now, I'm just going to go over this briefly because I'm sure some of you may have researched this, some of you may have not, but I just want to sort of give you a refresher, a reminder to say why you should plan. Because number one, you want to be profitable at this. We all want to make money. I like seeing my followers make money. I like hearing stories about people making money. I don't want to hear people losing their life savings, their got into coins too high, they didn't really take profits, they've lost money, they've fallen maimed. So it's important to have a plan. Now, in order to have a successful plan, you have to control your emotion. Now, the main emotion in a newbie, as everyone says, the noobs, the newbies or anything, is greed. And that's why we see the indicators between fear and greed. So, you know, you see something going up and you don't want to take it out because you think, oh, it's pumping, I was just going to have a correction, it's going to have another 10x, it's going to have another some of this, without you even looking at the project, without you even looking at what marketing that project's got, without you even looking at the market cap. The market cap might not even have a 10x leverage in it. It might be mind-blowing to think this coin's pumped that much. In order for it to do another 10x, it'd have to have a bigger market cap than Ethereum and Bitcoin, which we know is not going to happen. But people don't look at this, so you need to start having an exit strategy. Now, whether that's you start listening to some of the YouTubers that will give you that sort of nearer the time that they think the bear market's coming, whether you start researching that now about dollar cost averaging out, whether you think you don't want to come out of crypto completely, which you don't have to, just start putting your profits into what I'd say more stable coins. Definitely for me, when I get pumps of more than 100%, I'm taking profits out and buying Bitcoin. I'm putting it in. Well, I first was putting it into Ethereum. When Ethereum started pumping, I started putting a lot more into Bitcoin at a discounted price. So please, everyone that wants to be successful in cryptocurrency, that wants to be smart, start making a plan. Start making a strategy that you're happy with. You're not going to get the top, but we definitely don't want you to hit the bottom. We want you to be smart. Now, while we're still in an uptrend and a bull trend, yes, you can still sort of make smaller gains on the top altcoins. I think the money's going to move into DeFi more. I think that's where the space is. I don't think it's going to pump as much in NFTs. I think more DeFi. And you still want to invest a little bit, that's fine. But remember, as soon as something's gone 100% or 2x, try and take your initial out and invest your initial, if you want to stay in cryptocurrency, in a stabler coin. It could be Ethereum, it could be Bitcoin. For me, I like Link as well. Big fan of Cardano. These are more stabler coins than they are, for instance, in people that got money in the Doge coins or the meme coins or the lower caps. I know a few of them. Bonfire had a bit of a rug pull and stuff like that they had in there, just to name a few. But it's really important not to get lost in the good times. We all like the good times rolling, but they do come to an end. So you don't want to sort of get lost in it and think, oh, the money's coming in. Oh, what's happening? Who's talking about getting out when I could 10x more? That's where you'll get wrecked. So to conclude this, I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, but I do want you to be safe. So please start making a plan. If you want me to do a video on exit strategies and plans and start this stuff early, please comment below or reach out and I'll probably do a video about that, because I have my own plans that I put into place. Certain parts, pre-pump, mid-pump, after pump is what I'm going for, because obviously my percentage takeout's different in different stages of the market. And also, as you know, people that have been watching this channel, I'm a massive technical analysis fan. I believe in the emotions and the charts. I don't believe in Twitter, like it's sort of buy the rumour, sell the news, which I try and buy the emotion and rumour, whatever you want, and I sell based on people's sort of stupidity and news. So just to recap of what we've covered in today's rundown, we've covered Bitcoin. Bitcoin's on the verge of pumping. It's consolidating sideways nicely. For my opinion, we're going to have a pump. Ethereum is jetting off to the moon, but I think it's about nearly there and it's going to come in for a landing soon. Don't think it's going to be a crash landing. I think it's going to be a soft landing, ready for them to take off onto its next mission control. Fomo Coins, Dogecoin, if you're in it, please be careful. We've looked at the technical analysis over the 4-hour chart and it looks like it's starting to come in on a bit of a downtrend. In my opinion, it's going to cross the lines. So please don't get wrecked there. And for the newbies and the new people out there that we really want to encourage into crypto and to stay into crypto with massive gains, please make a plan. It's time to plan. Exit strategy, your emotional control, and you're sort of investing into more tangible and solid projects rather than stuff that you're buying into at the top. So that being said, I hope everyone's enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell so you get these notifications as and when they come out, because obviously with technical analysis you want to know before the events happen rather than trying to read like yesterday's news today. And have a great morning, afternoon, evening, depending where you are. And as always, stay safe, invest smart, and don't get wrong.